It's important. So, I also teach business law classes, and I noticed that there is a lot of thinking these days because of electronic media and because of the internet and Google and all of these other things, that there's this kind of sense and feeling that I don't need to know it until I need it. I don't need to learn it until I need it, because
Yeah.
anything I need to know, I can access and get.
Yeah, outsourcing your own knowledge, like your
Outsourcing
own,
your own knowledge.
yeah, even
Woo!
your own personal intelligence, right? Just putting it over there because you
Mm-hmm.
don't really need. I know where you're going with this. It's like
Yeah.
the embodiment of that knowledge is different to doing that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Isaac Asimov, who was a very prolific writer and came up with hundreds of science fiction stories and books and textbooks.
Love his books. Mm.
Somebody once asked him, "How do you come up with all those crazy ideas?" So he wrote a very brilliant essay explaining how he does it.
Mm.
But basically, it comes down to there are two factors. One, you have to have a lot of bits of information. So acquiring information simply for the sake of acquiring the information has value, even if you don't use it and don't see a use for it right away.
Yeah.
And he says, and then you have to learn to allow your mind to be flexible and to be wrong. Because if you allow the flexibility, your mind will start to connect all the dots, and lots of times it comes up with a mismatch. But every once in a while, it comes up with a zinger. And there's a story. And there's the story. Putting this together with that. And if you didn't have either this or that, it wouldn't have been there.
It does speak to the dissolution of people's sort of, would you say, like a personal intelligence with the distraction culture that comes from our media, and like we just talked about, outsourcing your knowledge. If you can't connect all those dots, then basically you're just a sponge. You just soak things up, and then drop them straight away because you've got no way to put them together.
Right.
And I think that's pretty much a bit of a curse of our society as it is right now. So yeah, I think that the best thing we can do is like pick up books, start reading, turn off the TV, put the phone away, and I think that would change a lot of people's. Well, but they should watch this show and also listen to you.
Yeah,
so.
they should watch the show.